ICW, 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 IC motherfucking W is back. And just as that song you heard is here to stay. Rebirth from the Elks Lodge on Queens Boulevard was a great way for ICW to return. The night began with Danny D'Amato coming out, and he announced to the crowd that he and Joey Janela are going to be competing in the final match of the evening, and Danny announced it was like his final match wrestling in that very building. And he told the fans, you know, if you see something you like, chant ICW. And he basically made an exit pretty quickly. The in-ring action begins with the notorious 187 Homicide defeating Jimmy Lloyd in a great opening bout. Next up in women's action, we have Casey Cattell. She defeated Allie Rex. Next up, we saw singles action as the big dog, Rhett Titus, defeated Tony Deppen. Then we saw Hardcore King Nick Gage defeat the King of New York, EC Negro, who was accompanied to the ring by the Body, Steve Lugo. And that match ended with Gage pile driving Negro through a board which was set up on two chairs. At that point, they did go to intermission. And the show resumed with a six-way suicidal match as the Grim Reaper defeated Kono, the Black G's, Brother Greatness, Evan Logan, and Blade Valek, or is it Valek? Next up, in a hard-hitting knockdown drag-out affair, Kyle the Beast defeated Schlack. Then, in tag team action, we saw Suntan and AJ Spectre as they defeated the Elements, Pyro Pulse, and Iceberg. Throughout the match, Suntan and Spectre were seemingly not seeing eye to eye. Like, Spectre would tag himself in when Suntan was in the ring. And Spectre eventually scored the pinfall, but after the match was over, Suntan flattened Spectre with, I forgot what he calls that move. The main event of the evening, we see Danny D'Amato go one-on-one with Joey Janela, the bad boy. During this matchup, I remember Janela put referee Brett Lauderdale through a board set up in the corner. Larry Legend, who ring announced the show, he eventually spears Janela through another board. Another referee, referee Johnny Q, took over the rest of the match, seemingly. And Janela eventually put D'Amato down for a 3 count. And Janela and Danny were putting each other over, seemingly. Danny mentioned that Janela is going to wrestle 6 times in the upcoming week. And just before that match took place, it was announced that ICW will be returning on Friday, June 1st from the Elm Course Center on Northern Boulevard. By the way, also, there was a moment, about 5 seconds or a moment of silence for Jack Sabbath's father, who passed away, and Larry Legend said that Jack's father was was responsible for ICW using the building. Well, it was time for personal notes. It was great seeing Jack Sabbath, Kevin, Stella, Jeff, Joey Torres, Eric Martinez, Carlos Suarez, Stephanie, who I had not seen in a long time, Susie, dang, who else can I remember that I saw at this event? There was one memorable quote. Call 911 if you got Medicaid. Susie, when Danny D'Amato body slammed Joey Janela on the parquet floor. I think that, anyone remember that tall, bald guy in the front row? You know, he went a little too far, in my opinion. At one point during the 6-way match, he dropped his arm on Grim Reaper, and Reaper looked at him for a second. I was waiting for Reaper to do something to him. And also that aforementioned bald guy, he kept getting up and blocking my view a few times. Okay. Okay, all right. Jack, I was hoping you would have had the last ICW show back in October of 2016 titled One Night Stand on DVD. I don't know if you have them at the Wrestling Universe store or it was never released on DVD, because I really was hoping to get my hands on that. All right. Now, but I do have to say, in the future, ICW, I definitely bring back Schlack, bring back Suntan, bring back Tony Deppen. And definitely bring back Jimmy Lloyd. It was definitely great being at ICW again, and it was a great crowd. I forgot to mention, great seeing Michael Licata. I think he's been going to ICW since 2001. Now, during intermission, I noticed a lady who I follow on Instagram and thought about saying hello to her, but I simply didn't have the heart. Combined with the fact that she kept, during intermission, she was still in her seat and just kept looking at her phone. I forgot to mention, great seeing Elliot. Let's see. Well, actually, yeah, I'll say right now, for June 1st, I'd like to see a rematch between Nick Gage and the King of New York, EC Negro. Oh, and also, folks, please join the ICW message board, and there'll be a link in the description box for it, makinganimpact.proboards.com, even though people don't really care about message boards these days. Well, I'm definitely glad ICW is back, and can't wait for June 1st. And once again, ICW, ICW, ICW.